It's that time of year once again, guys, in our season with Maidstone. It's the FA Cup. It's the fourth qualifying round today. Let's see if we can get past our opponents. Welcome back, guys, to the Stones Rolling On Up series and to now episode 30 of our series. Quite unbelievably, we're already at 30 episodes, and quite unbelievably, our form in the league has been fantastic. So obviously, since you were last with us, we played obviously Notts County and then we played Solihull Moors, and we found ourselves up at the top of the table. We've since played and we have not conceded a single goal. Unbelievably, our defence has been crazy strong and we've actually won every game except for one match. We've been undefeated still. We've got something like 12 games undefeated in the league. We have been performing fantastically. Our new 5 at the back formation that we began using last season is just doing wonders for us. Teams cannot break us down and it is just wonderful to watch. Hopefully, of course, you are all doing well, much like the team here is doing, of course. And then I'll get straight into our results that we've played so far off screen. So, of course, as I've just said, we played Notts County and Solihull Moors last episode. If you missed that, I'd highly recommend going and watching that and going and seeing who else you managed to bring into the squad in terms of new signings. We have not made any more, at least since last time. I've still got my eye on a few players, but haven't managed to get any into the squad yet. But the games that we played, we ended up playing 5 matches. First game was against Darlington away, newly promoted Darlington, and we beat them 2-0. Very, very comfortable win. It took a while to break them down. They were very, very defensive, but we eventually got through and won that 2-0. A really good wonder goal in this game from Joel Senior, his first ever goal for the club, and it was a really, really lovely goal. We then played Barnet and absolutely smashed them 3-0. It could have been so much more. We were absolutely dominant here against Barnet. Really, really good performance from us. Jamie Thomas got a double in this game here. Played very well. We then went away to Yeovil and we got a 0-0 draw. It was quite a decent performance. I'll be honest, Yeovil did look the better side here up until the point when they had a player sent off and then the game kind of just died out. But considering that Yeovil were only relegated from League 2 last year, I was pretty happy with the 0-0 draw, especially away. We then faced off against AFC Fylde, who at the time of this match were ahead of us by 2 points in first place, and we were second, and we managed to beat them 1-0. We very much FM'd them, to be totally honest. AFC Fylde were the stronger side in this game, hands down, but they couldn't break us down, and we nicked a goal and we won it, and it was a very, very nice performance to see. We then played newly promoted Haverton Waterlooville at home and smashed them 2-0. Could have been a lot more. Really good performance. You'll notice from those games played that in 3 of the 5 games, Jamie Thomas scored. He is absolutely on fire currently. He really is. He's playing so well in the league. And he's looking like the Jamie Thomas we knew and loved from Season 1, not so much from Season 2. So it's good to see that he is officially back and playing very well. We've had our FA Cup draw, which of course is the focus for today's episode. We've been drawn at home to Chippenham, I believe Chippenham Town. And it should be, quote-unquote, easy in terms of the game itself. We'll have to wait and see. They are in the 7th tier. They got relegated from the Vanarama League South last season, and they find themselves in the 7th tier of English football. So, as I say, it should be an easy game, but we've underestimated teams in the FA Cup before, and it has come back to bite us in the backside. So, I'm not going to be doing that today. We're going to be making sure we don't get complacent, and hoping we just go out and get the win against them today. If we end up beating or losing to Chippenham in the first match, we will also be playing Aldershot away. Otherwise, we'll be playing Chippenham in this game and in the replay if it ends up being a draw. Hopefully, there's no draw and we just get the game over and done with, and then we can face off against Aldershot in the league. In terms of the league itself, though, with those performances, we are sitting in 3rd place on 31 points. We do have a game in hand, as our game with Aldershot got postponed. I think it was a waterlogged pitch at Aldershot. So it's been postponed until the Tuesday currently. So if we end up winning that, we will go back up into 1st place. You can also see, though, in terms of the actual player stats, Jamie Thomas is currently top goal scorer with 10 goals in 14 matches. And Alfie Payne is currently our top performer with a 7.65 average rating. He is absolutely on fire. He has something like an average amount of 7 or 8 or 9 key passes per 90 minutes. I think in one game, I think it may have been the Barnet game, he had something like 14 key passes and he created like 6 chances. He's just being so good, is Alfie Payne. Really, really chuffed with him. But that kind of is how we've gotten on. Let's get into our tactics though for the game here against Chippenham. So for the FA Cup game, guys, we are going relatively strong. We have had to make a few changes though, rather annoyingly. We've got a few players suspended and injured. We've got Stephen Kinsella is out with an injury. He's out for at least 2 months, could be longer. He's got a hip injury. Obviously, he's an old man and he's basically fallen over and done his hip in, basically, it would seem. Justin Malazuri is suspended, as is Joel Senior. They both suspended from last season's FA Cup, so not available for today's game. Instead, we're having to play very much a makeshift pair of wingers in 2 of our youth players because we have no backup wingers anymore. I mean, we still have Wishart, but I had been given Aaron Joseph, who's one of our young and up-and-coming players, a couple of games. He's been playing really, really well. He's played 3 times, got an average of 7.2 average rating on that left side. So I'm going for Aaron Joseph on the left here. And I'm also giving the young Gianmarco Tofani, our other youngster from Italy, a game on the right-hand side. His first ever senior game for the club, so I want to see how he gets on. The rest of the team, though, is still pretty strong. We've got Julie Andrews in net with O'Connor, Denham and Sanderson at the back. We then got Charlie Steeman on the right, Chezers on the left, the Belgian and Maddie Smith in midfield. I'm giving Alfie Payne a rest here because he's played every game since the beginning of the season, so I want to give him a rest for the Belgian. As I say, we then got the youngsters on both the wings in Tofani and Joseph, and then Jamie Thomas is up front. So it's still a pretty strong lineup. We should hopefully be able to get this game sewn up nice and easily, but we'll have to wait and see. Let's get into it. So let's submit the side then, and we'll see how Chippenham here decide to line up. We've got to give Tofani a number because it's his first ever competitive game. I'm going to give him let's give him 45. He's a striker after all. And we'll see how they are going to line up against us here, Chippenham. They're going very defensive. No, they're not. They're the exact same formation as us. I thought they had the centre midfielders as defensive midfielders, but they haven't. They've just got exactly the same formation as us. So it's exactly man for man against Chippenham here. Going to say to them, certainly we should be winning this. We should be 100%. There shouldn't be any excuses today. And so having faith in all of them here. And it went pretty well. We're at home in the amber and black. Chippenham in the blue. I don't know how the attendance is going to be. It probably won't be a brilliant attendance at the game because, in fact, Chippenham is such a small side. But here we go. The young Aaron Joseph flicks in that corner. And oh, my days. Dion Sanderson, mate. How did he just miss that? That was harder than miss than to score. Oh, my goodness. I know he's a centre-back, but flipping heck, son. That was awful. I could have done a better job there. Deary me. Okay, right. We've got another highlight. Maddie Smith's corner. Hang on. Okay, there must have been a push. He's gone straight to penalty. Didn't get to see what happened. I think Sanderson got pushed at the far post there. But Jamie Thomas with the penalty. He hasn't missed any all season. And of course he misses it just as I'm talking about it. Fantastic. He couldn't have done that any better, could he? Oh, it's going to be one of those games, isn't it? Flipping heck. Oh... Literally, as I'm saying, he hasn't missed a penalty all season. The keeper then saves it. I mean, it wasn't a bad penalty. It was in the bottom corner, but keeper got there and kind of just outfoxed Jamie Thomas. Another corner here. Maddie Smith's ball in once more. Sanderson at the far post again, and again it's gone over. I'm tempted to swap Sanderson and O'Connor over, so O'Connor can be going for those headers. I think O'Connor's just slightly better in the air than Dion Sanderson. It's not a brilliant first half. We've absolutely dominated Chippenham. It's absolutely flown by as well. But just not, I don't know, just not able to break them down. Like, just in complete control. I am going to say to them I'm not happy, because I'm not. Like, especially Jamie missing that pen. It was so poor. Hopefully we can just go out in the second half and just finish them off. Because if we end up losing this or drawing this, considering how dominant we've been, I'm going to be so frustrated. It's going to be so infuriating if we don't get this game won. Like, can we actually see... Right, I tell you what, Jamie Thomas, mate, you're coming off. You've been awful. That penalty miss, he can definitely come off. We're on the young James Berry. It's very much a makeshift front three at the moment. But, okay, it's another corner. Maddie Smith's ball in this time. O'Connor, and this time O'Connor can't get it on target. Oh, okay, right, I tell you what. We'll bring on Mark McGuinness. We seem to be winning those corners all the time, so we'll definitely get Mark McGuinness on. I'm going to take off Sanderson for McGuinness. We'll go for it like this, because obviously he's so tall. You should be able to win those corners all day long. Okay, hang on. We've got to highlight Maddie Smith's free kick. He's gone for it. It's just wide. We're going to go attacking now, I think. And I am wondering if I take off Tofani. He hasn't really done much. And he's not overly fit. So, yeah, we'll take him off here for Dan Wishart. And we're going to go... No, I won't go more direct just yet. Come on. We've been so dominant. Are we seriously not going to get a goal in this game? Right, I tell you what, okay, McGuinness, mate, you're going up front. You're going to go up front as a makeshift centre forward. You go up there as a target man, mate, because you're so tall. Okay, we're going to go overlap on the right, really direct, distribute to the target man. All of that lovely stuff that we like to see. And we'll go more attacking down that side. Come on. Please, guys. Anything? Are we going to see anything? No, we're not. Wow. Oh my goodness, that game. What the hell? Look at the absolute dominance in the statistics. Oh, flipping heck. I can't believe that. Matty Smith, I'd just say, had an unbelievable game. He had a 9.0, had 14 key passes. But it just wasn't enough. I mean, Jamie Thomas with the missed penalty, flipping it. It was just awful. We're going to say aggressively, that wasn't good enough. Because it wasn't. That is just a joke. We now have to have another replay. It's just what we do in the FA Cup, isn't it? We always have replays every year. Just cannot believe that. So yeah, we got the replay in 4 days. It's rearranged the Aldershot game. So it looks like we won't be coming back for the Aldershot match. We'll instead be coming back for Chippenham away. Because as per usual, we cannot put our chances into the back of the net. I'll see you in a few seconds for that replay. So here we are then at our second game of the episode. Once more against Chippenham. Because as per usual, we go to replay all the damn time. And I have changed the team up ever so slightly. We've kept Julie Andrews in net. I've kept Stefan O'Connor and Denham at the back. I've put Mark McGuinness in at the left central defender role in the hope that we can get some of those corners once again, and this time he can put in the back of the net with his extra height. Then kept Seaman on the right back role. We've got Danny Preston back at left back. Manny Smith and Alfie Payne are both now back in central midfield. And Malazor and Wishart are back in on the wings. And I'm giving Tafani, the young Italian, a game up front. I felt that because of Jamie Thomas missing that chance, I'm going to drop him. And I could have put James Berry in, but he hasn't really offered anything in the games that he's played, and I thought I'd give Tafani the game. Jamie Thomas is going to be on the bench anyway, so if I need to, I'll bring him on. And for any of those eagle-eyed viewers of you, maybe watching and looking at the team lineup, you might notice I have a few players on trial at the moment. These are players that I'm looking at to possibly bring in and sign, and you might notice I have Wayne Rooney at the moment on trial. He's literally just joined on trial. He's been released from Derby County at the end of last season. He's been without a club since the end of July, and obviously we're now in October, and he's considering possibly dropping down the leagues, and he's actually willing to accept a contract with me at the moment. I'm trying to negotiate it down, and I would love to actually get him in. I don't know where he'd actually play, but just the idea of having Wayne Rooney in the National League is just quite comical. So I may go for it. I haven't decided yet. But that's our team for this game here. Let's get into our second game today against Chippenham. So let's submit our side then, and we'll see how they line up for the replay today. Hopefully they might not be having the same formation. No, they are. So we are once again matching up man for man in terms of our formations. Hopefully this time around, though, we can actually break them down. I'm going to say, come on, lads. I'm going to say, have faith, etc. And hopefully this time around we can actually get a result. We're in the amber black again. Of course, this time we are away, though. And it's a much smaller attendance this time around. And we are getting a highlight at the very beginning of the match. I wonder what's going to be happening here. Is it going to be for us or for Chippenham? Denham's headed the ball up to Wishart. It's a long ball up to Malazor. Come on, Justin. What are you going to do with it? We're going to go for it, aren't you? He has. Oh, he scored. Justin Malazor scored. I presumed he was going to do a P roll and it wasn't going anywhere near. So I just wasn't expecting much. And he actually has put it in the back of the net. Well done, Justin. So we couldn't score in an entirety of 90 minutes last time against a 7th tier side. This time around, though, within 28 seconds, I believe it was, when that ball went in the back of the net, we have scored. In fact, no, we in less than 20 seconds even this time. Yeah. So, well done, lads. That's good, isn't it? We couldn't score in 90 minutes, but we scored inside 20 seconds this time. Just don't understand it. I really don't understand football at times. Very strange is this game. One thing I will just mention to you guys as well is, of course, this is going to be Friday's episode. And actually, I'm recording this a little bit in advance because I'm in the process of moving. You might notice around the room and stuff that, like, I had a cabinet over here, for example. And that's got, oh, hang on, Tafani. Oh, unlucky son. Yeah, I had a cabinet over here and stuff, but that's now gone. There's like a suitcase in the corner and things like that you might be able to see in the webcam. And so, yeah, I am in the process of moving. I'm moving up to Norwich. So, in the next few... Oh, Maddie Smith, unlucky. So, the next kind of few days, you may notice that the background completely changes. I'll be somewhere else entirely. So, these are recorded a little bit in advance at the moment. But hopefully, it shouldn't be too big of a change for everyone watching. and it shouldn't upset anything. I hope he should be able to get everything out all on time and stuff. But if any reason there is any delay in any of the Stones Rollin Up series, it is because I am in the process of moving. Regardless, though, this game is going very comfortably well at the moment. I mean, we could be a lot more than 1-0 up. We have only scored the one at the moment. Mark McGuinness, though, has just missed another golden opportunity there. It really seems that Chippenham can't defend from corners, because I think that's like the 8th corner highlight we've seen over these 2 games. But somehow we haven't scored any of them, though. I can't understand it, really. And Malazor's lost the ball there. It's been given back to Chris Zabrowski, the Chippenham winger. He's got it up to their striker. Bradby on it there. He's just lumped it up, not to anyone. Seaman's recycled the play. He's then lumped it up. Tafani's never winning that. Wishart on the ball here. Come on, there's a lot. Oh, there was a lot of space for Malazor on the right, but not anymore. Come on, Wishart now. He's gone for... Nah, it's never going in. Nah, too much for P-roll there, Dan. I'm afraid. My goodness, look at the utter domination with those stats. Flipping heck. How we only scored 1 goal. Cannot understand. I'm going to say we've got a goal against place because we have. I'm going to say to these lads that a lot more to come. I'm going to say Malazor, a lot more to come as well. And that's all I'm going to do for the moment. I wonder if we go maybe a bit shorter passing, just because of the fact that we're just like not creating any proper opportunities. I just don't understand. I cannot understand how we're only 1-0 up after almost, what is that, 130 minutes that we've played. Hang on to Malazor. Oh, that's a really good tackle, to be fair, from their full-back there. Flipping heck. Oh, come on, guys. It's so frustrating when we have games like this. This makes me think of how we played a couple of games already this season where it took us absolutely ages to break teams down. We've got another corner here. McGuinness once again. And, oh, it's been disallowed. I was about to say we've actually scored one, but no, it's been disallowed for pushing another player, apparently. I'm going to make a change. I'm going to take off Wishart for Aaron Joseph. Going to take off Tafani for Jamie Thomas. Make a double switch. And we'll go back to being a little bit more direct. Not too much. We'll be more standard, I suppose. It classes it as, doesn't it? See if we can maybe go and get ourselves a second goal even, not a second game. I want to kill this match off. I do not want to give Chippenham any chances, because at the moment I can already see what's going to happen. They're going to go up the end of the pitch here and they're going to score from it, aren't they? I can already kind of envision it happening right now. And yes, it has happened. Yay! Thank you, Football Manager, for just being so predictable. Oh, I hate this game at times. I really do. I don't understand how we have not put about 10 goals past this side. Oh, it's so frustrating. It really is. Yes, I want to confirm my tactical changes. Of course I do. Don't be ridiculous. Okay, Aaron Joseph's free kick. McGuinness, oh, he's finally put one in the back of the net, mate. Flipping heck. Thank goodness for that. Honestly, I can't believe it took you that many attempts to actually score one. To be fair, it was a good ball in from Aaron Joseph, the young 17-year-old. He's got decent free kicks on him. And yeah, McGuinness does well to get that pass. I think Lehman in net for Chippenham. Honestly, we've had 16 shots on target and we've only scored 2. Oh my goodness, it's so frustrating. Right, last hit, so I'm going to take Denham off for Buddy Joel, because Denham's struggling with fitness. And hopefully we're just going to see this game out now. I'm not going to change anything. We're playing really well. I cannot understand this. We've had 39 shots all game and we've got 40. We've had 40 shots. We've only... Oh, that's just ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous to have only scored 2 goals. Still, we've got the job done, just about. I'm going to say we got away with that because we did. I'm not going to praise them for that performance. That's a joke. But we've beaten them in the end. After 180 minutes, we scored 2 goals against them somehow. And we've now been drawn away at Grimsby. The draw was done a couple of days ago in game. And so, yeah, we're now going away to Blundell Park with Grimsby in League 2. They aren't performing brilliantly well. I believe they're about 18th in League 2. So they're not a fantastic side, but they are a very tough side nonetheless because it's a Football League team. It's going to be a tough game, but I am confident that we can do the job against them. And with, of course, it being the FA Cup, it is pretty soon in terms of when it's going to be arriving. It's the 6th of November. So what we'll do is I'll play the games in between. We've got 4 games between then and now. So I'll play those off screen. We'll then come back for Grimsby and possibly Barrow. Or it may well be a Grimsby doubleheader if once again we inevitably draw and go to another replay. Because we just love replays so much, it would seem. So guys, I think we can safely say that wraps up today's episode. One of just pure frustration, it really is. Honestly, the fact we played 2 games and had, I think it was 75 shots and scored 2 goals, I am so frustrated by it right now. I know we got the job done in the end, but the fact it took as long as it did and it wasn't convincing one little bit, I cannot understand it. I love Football Manager at times, and I absolutely hate it at times when it does stuff like this. It's so infuriating. It really can be. But we got the job done. We're into the FA Cup first round, once again for the 3rd year in a row, and we've been drawn once again against another League 2 side, really annoyingly. Hopefully, though, with this time us facing off against Grimsby, and this time us having a much stronger squad, we may well be able to get past, so we'll have to wait and see. It is a way, but you never know. We might be able to get the job done and get ourselves into the 2nd round this time. Of course, guys, as well, I am going to look at possibly signing Wayne Rooney. If he accepts a contract, I may just go for it, because it'd be just quite funny having him in the squad. But I don't know where he'll play yet. We'll have to figure that out if I do sign him. Let me know down in the comments if you think I should do. I'm not too sure yet. But guys, hopefully you have enjoyed today's episode. If you have, then please do chuck a like on it. And also, guys, let me know down in the comment section whether or not you think we can get past Grimsby next time around. Guys, as well, don't forget that if you are looking forward to seeing more of the series, then do subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with everything Stones Rolling On Up. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I will see you again next time.